Hi, and welcome to a new video. I know it took a bit longer, but I had some altercations in life. But now we are back with another banger. I put up a vote on YouTube what people wanted to see, and two people voted for Ratling Diorama. This is what we are going to do. If you want to take part in those votes in the future, be always checking out my community tab. I will apparently sometimes post there some stuff. I will try it out. Let's see how it goes. But other news. Ratling. I picked up here this old Necromunda Ratling kit because I really like rattling with pot. I picked up this new Ratling kit, and also I picked up some 3D printed bits. Because the idea is that we are going to do a diorama on this big board. Oops. I think on this side mostly. Or on this side. I need to check. It's a bit wobbly. But the idea is if I get that open with one hand. Scheiße. Okay, after this small little issue. Yeah, I printed this like statue, and there was also a Vindicator Assassin on it that had a very cool pose. I will, hello, focus. Focus, focus. I am no focus. There we go. I'll put up the link in the description, what this model will look like. But the idea is that this Vindicator Assassin is trying to kill someone off this Ratling team, and I thought, why not kill all of them in one shot? Like a big scene where he's like, his bullet is bouncing off different places and like going through here, going through there, pew 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 pew. I'm trying to find a clip what I mean. The idea is like Deadshot from from the fucking Suicide Squad. Yeah, that he is eliminating them all in like one elaborate shot that he set up for the past month, just to wipe out this Ratling team. I think that will be a very cool idea. He's like mounted on this statue. We need to see if he will stay on that. I have some other bits that are flying around. I have like here some 3D prints that didn't really work. I can like work into the ground. I also have a few bits. I upgraded my collection. There are now all most of my bits in there, so I have easier access for building. But we will see how this goes. And yeah, I think I will just start with the layouting, and then I will go back to you. So this is the first step I did for now. I started off with a layer of mortar fill, or like wall filler, all on the ground. Then you see I took little wooden dowels, like those little coffee stirrers, and cut them up. So I have like little planks. I have here some cork, some resin bits I bought at a convention, I think. It's like different woods. Then I have here a bit of old epoxy sculpt that I made into bricks for my leftovers. I have here my whole leftover box. I just took them and slapped them around. I have here a failed FDM print that I think will fit there nicely. Here we have some resin parts from, I think, the Conrad's Curse kit, was it? This is some 3D printed casualties I threw all the way around the base. And this is from like a bits kit. But yeah, I slapped them all around. And the idea is that our little sniper assassin will sit here. Because I was thinking this part here will be more ruins and then it goes over to like wood or like jungle that is like in between of like a war zone area or like a in between area of like an old building, and it was overgrown or overtaken by some plants and foliage that is like creeping over to this side. Oh yeah, this is my idea, and we will let this dry. See you in a bit. So after a small break and some lunch, I decided I don't like this corner here. I said like, yeah, it's going to be wood area, and then I like, or like forest, and then I thought like, yeah, it doesn't really look like forest. So I put a bit more greenery on there. We will repaint it anyways, but instead of this piece here, I ripped that out. It was not dry yet. I put on bark I collected while going into the woods, and also some greenery. This greenery is just like fake plants I picked up at the dollar store. It's like a very old batch from few videos way long ago, and I still have them, at least in reduced form. But a few placements here and there, I think they will look very nice. We will also put in some grass tufts and other things that are moving along here. But I will let that now fully set. It's not completely done. And then I will go over with some gesso mixed with PVA glue and some sand. The gesso is already a primer, because it's primer for canvas painting, and the wood glue will just help me to set every loose piece that is maybe still on there. But I super glued everything, but it's just like so I get a bit more structural integrity, that I can throw this around, and not throw it around, but it can resist falling and bumping, and everything is set and well. And then I can start layouting my miniatures. We will see how it goes. Okay, I think most of it's done now. It just needs to dry. I applied now my DIY texture paste everywhere, and also sprayed a bit of sand over it. So we will just let it dry. Also already put in the assassin, and I hope he aligns correctly to hit this thing, because the idea is that the first shot goes here and then flinches off and then goes ham. If not, we can have a bending bullet. But this is the status for now. I was also thinking of maybe putting this base like here. Yeah, it would fit nice, but I wanted to do it with blue stuff. Okay, the base is now finished. I placed all the models to know where everything goes, and now I will use my foliage, or like my plant stuff, to give it a bit more plant life, and then we will prime it, because I was thinking maybe not like with the flowers, we can attach those later, but like then we have the tufts already in the correct color. So I was thinking of doing it like that. So now everything is primed, and I also did a Zenithal highlight for the base. I didn't do it for the models, because those will mainly be real painted. I was thinking more for those I will take washes and inks. I recently picked up those bad boys here, acrylic inks. I also used it here for the Zenithal with my airbrush for the base, this way around. And yeah, what I basically did, I have here my little airbrush booth right next to me, and I used something like this for my black. This is like a refiller for markers. What that does, it gives it a more harder coat. It makes it like scratch and bump proof, which is pretty nice, and it even is very thin. You don't really need to thin it down. I base coated all those boys here in that same black, and then I just took some white ink and applied it over top. And here we are now with our little base. I will get that started painting, and also I will show you how I paint one of the boys, and the rest I will do off camera, because else this video will be another 1 hour long behemoth. And I wanted to keep this one short, or shorter. So this is the current status. I painted the ground with different inks and also contrast paints. I just went ham, like a bit purple here, greens, browns, everything. Also used the dirty down moss, you can really see that good here. And yeah, painted the skull thing a bit gold, also this detail I painted gold. And I painted the tent. And yeah, the sacks. I also painted here our little dead guys. I will dirty them down as well a bit. Not with dirty down, but I think with like an Agrax Earthshade or like any other brown wash. And then I think I will paint our little sniper assassin. I also, in the meantime, picked up some wire. I need to check if that is like big enough, but from the looks of it, it is. So, small little update. I painted the plants. So you can see they look again now like they were unprimed. For that I used some different greens, mixed in a bit of yellow to give it a bit more vibrancy and life. That is a great way to highlight up green, is to just add a bit of yellow. In my case I added like warm yellow, means like it's a yellow with a bit more orange, like, or red. It's more on the warmer side than other yellows, because if you go to the other direction you get like a sand yellowish color, what I would call it, like something like this. So I would recommend taking a bit warmer yellow. And what also happened is, I know I swamped so much about the primer, but it didn't stick. I don't know why. The tent is cursed. It doesn't stick to the tent. I don't know why it does not stick to this form of plastic. But it's no issue. We can just paint over it again. No one will notice. Only the people who watch the video will know that the paint there went off. I would also think of either dry brushing the tent or using a stippling technique on the edges to like give it a bit more wear and tear and doesn't look so flat. For the filigree I was thinking of painting it gold, and when I have the metallics out anyways I will paint all the small details on the backpacks and also the cups. I think they were metal cups best, or I don't know, but I will find some idea for it. And yeah, I really like how it is coming together. It's really looking great. It has like some very nice vibrancy I like, and also like with the scenery and setup, I think this will look very good. Oh yeah, what we also need to do is paint here our little dead man, also our sniper man. For the sniper man I was thinking like a lightning effect. I will put a reference image here somewhere I was thinking about, and like he's then blending into the statue so it is more hidden. And what I was also thinking, like story wise, we have here this guy, and like everyone is getting assassinated in this scene by the Vindicator, and he's like the one who noticed, but he cannot scream because he has too much sausage in his mouth. I think that would be a great detail. Okay, I just had some audio issues. I think they are fixed now. But what I did is I painted here our little sniper assassin. So after a bit of cleaning up and highlighting a bit, we are, I think, done with our first one. I think it came out quite well. I really like his skin. So, with the magic of editing, and there we go. All finished and painted. And now we can start gluing them onto the base. And there we have it. Everything glued together. And I think I'm very happy how that turned out. I never painted so many minis on one piece. It was definitely something to get used to. But I think we are ready for the grand reveal.